Hi you, King here, and this video will be about the new Earth avatar that's going to be the main protagonist of the new Avatar series, Avatar 7 Havens, coming soon. Now before we start, I would like you to take these theories with a grain of salt as they are based off of the leaked details and images that have yet to truly be confirmed because we don't know if the Avatar Studios creators will change things around before the actual show comes out. But still, I feel it's something that needs to be shown and made to get Avatar fans excited while we're in this hiatus of no Avatar content. So if you can take just one moment to press that like button, comment down your thoughts and theories on what the new Avatar series could present, and ring that notification bell so you know first when Avatar content like this drops. I would be very appreciative of that. And without further ado, let's get into it with the new Earth avatar, Pavi. Pavi, as said by the leaks, will be a little orphan girl who will be missing a leg. She, as said by the leaks, will have a twin named Nisha, who will be raised and trained by the White Lotus as they believe she is the new Earth avatar. Which, as the leaks say, Nisha and Pavi both are, which alludes to either Pavi being the one with Rava inside of her and Nisha being the one with Vatu inside of her, possibly making her the Dark Avatar. And one of the members of the White Lotus, possibly being an Airbender J, will be one of the first of many of Pavi's Team Avatar companions, journeying with her to save the Seven Havens. But many Avatar fans have doubts on whether she can actually do this based off the images of her being a little girl missing a leg. But to that I say, you really doubt how powerful the Avatar state can make a person. Because the Avatar state is basically akin to a bender going Super Saiyan, boosting their bending abilities to their zenith. And the fact that we have Nisha, who could possibly be the Dark Avatar counterpart to Pavi, just kind of clues you into how powerful Pavi's gonna be. I mean, I'm one to believe that with each new avatar becomes a new step up, especially thanks to the avatar cycle, passing down wisdom and experience. It allows each new avatar to more easily be able to get stronger much quicker. So I feel, even though, yeah, Korra kind of messed up the avatar cycle, rebooting it and having her be the only avatar that the new avatar Pavi will be able to communicate with, it still, will be a lot more than nothing, especially because Korra was a powerful avatar. And yeah, even without aid, let me still glaze up the avatar state, because that is an OP ability to have. Being able to boost up every single one of your bending abilities, regardless of how much of an amateur bender you is. Even Aang, who was a pacifist monk in the avatar state, was like a living nuke. Being able to whoop Ozai to the point of instilling the fear of God into him. He was just lucky Aang stayed true to his morals and instead of killing him, used energy bending to just take away his bending, which is another thing that the new avatar Pavi could get, because Aang, before the avatar cycle got rebooted, passed on the knowledge to Korra, so Korra could pass on the knowledge to Pavi. And Pavi, yes, is a little girl, but don't you forget, Roku was an old man when he passed away, and right before doing so, he fought against an active erupting volcano, which he was able to hold his own against thanks to the avatar state. So this got me thinking, regardless of Pavi being a little girl or not having a leg or coming across most types of threats, as long as it's not too powerful or an abundant of a threat, as long as she's able to go into the avatar state, she has a fair good chance of either beating or at the very least surviving it. I mean, let me remind you, if there's still doubters listening to this, that Avatar Kyoshi was able to move an entire island thanks to being in the Avatar state. That's just how powerful of a power boost it is. And I know there are Avatar fans who have their theories and thoughts of there being a time skip based off of the leaks of Pavi, believing that she's too young to deal with the types of threats that she'll be facing in this new series. Thinking that in between season 1 and season 2, there will be a time skip to make her either more of a teenager or an adult, like adult Aang. But I feel like she'll stay the same age, maybe for both seasons, and my theory as to why is because she doesn't need to grow up to be able to face bigger threats. If her avatar cycle starts with Korra, then Korra can at least teach her that powerful ability she gained in her era, where she utilized energy bending to create a giant astral projection form of herself to fight against the giant dark avatar spirit fusion of Unalaq and Vaatu. And I know what Avatar fans will say, that that was a one-time thing, but who knows? Maybe Pavi will gain energy bending training from Korra and gain enough power to use that giant astral projection form on more than just one occasion. Which I feel is something she'll need more than ever in this new era, where I believe there will still be mechs, and especially giant mechs, that will make, non-benders still a credible threat. And that in these new havens, especially maybe the Metal Haven, which look out for that video, part of my Avatar 7 Haven video series, will have more than one Colossus, which was the name of that giant mech in Legend of Korra. For which Pavi will definitely need a huge power boost to fight against those. And before I forget, right by her side, Jay, the White Lotus member, whom possibly will be like an older brother type to her, and a possible airbender, I believe that he will be descendant of the people who got their airbending thanks to harmonic convergence, basically reviving the air nomads and putting the four nations back into balance. But I believe that from that there will be a bit of internal conflict thanks to that, as the descendants of Aang, bloodline of the OG airbenders, will kind of feel superior to all those airbenders made thanks to the harmonic convergence, not seeing them as true airbenders. And before you say it, I know a lot of Aang fans will see that as blasphemy, not being able to see any of Aang's descendants being that ignorant or, callous to other people. But people are people. Some people are naturally inclined to be nice and others are not. So I could see Jay as always wanting to prove himself because of this internal prejudice between the airbenders, which would have made him become one of the best airbenders. And I could see him with his journeys with Pavi becoming a cool older brother type, as well as mentor and master, teaching her the ways of airbending. Kind of having his personality be like that of Kakashi, like a really cool teacher. And it could play for a fun dynamic between Pavi and Jay if they butt heads a lot, because Jay is the more experienced one, knowing how the world works with these new Seven Havens, and Pavi is more hopeful, optimistic, believing that she can, truly save the world and make up for whatever Korra did to, create this cataclysm that destroyed the four nations and put these Seven Havens in their place. And I could see maybe Jay going down an arc where he abandons everything, even Pavi, and this grants him the ability to fly like Zahir, making him the third airbender in history to ever unlock the super rare ability of flight. But then he quickly realizes that he doesn't want to abandon Pavi, that he always wants to be there for her, to protect her and support her, which makes him lose the ability to fly, but still makes him that much loved in the eyes of Avatar fans. Again, all of these are just theories that I feel would be cool for the new Avatar series to explore, and will show why Pavi is no slouch, even if she's a little girl with one leg. But tell me what your thoughts and theories are based on this video in the comment section below. Please ring that notification bell so you know first when an Avatar video like this drops. And like, share, subscribe, and follow on all platforms, King of Theories. And then until the next Avatar video, stay great.